Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Just kidding, I'm not really Chucky. Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we're going to be doing something different. We are going to have a sit down chit chat all about the day of all days, the greatest day of the entire year, Halloween. Now, two things have happened in the last couple days. I just started working back at Spirit Halloween. We're setting up the store and everything. So that's exciting. And today marks 100 days until the spookiest, most fun, fantastic day of the year, Halloween. So today, I was being a curious cat, and I know a little bit about the origins of Halloween, but I didn't know all I wanted to know, all I felt like I needed to know as a fan of Halloween. So I did some Google research here. And I found out the ancient origins of Halloween and how it came to be what it is today. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. It's very interesting. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but I found it very interesting. So here we go. I'm going to be reading off of here, so I'm going to be staring at my screen. So just bear with me. The origins of Halloween go back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. About 2,000 years ago, the Celts who lived in the UK celebrated. Why is my computer being stupid? Celebrated their new year on November 1st. This marked the end of summer and the start of winter. It was a time of year that was associated with death. They believed that on the night before the new year, the veil between the world of the living and the dead was blurred. On October 31st is when Samhain was celebrated. It was believed that on this day, ghosts of the dead returned. They believed these ghosts caused trouble, damaged crops, but also made it easier for priests to predict the future. The prophecies were very important to the Celts. They would build huge bonfires to burn crops and animals as sacrifices to their deities. They would wear costumes consisting of animal heads and skins. After the Roman Empire conquered most of the Celtic territory, two festivals of Roman origin were combined with Samhain. Feralia, hopefully I'm saying that properly, which was the day in late October commemorating the passing of the dead. The second was to honor the goddess of fruit and trees. Her name was Pomona. Her symbol is the apple, which would likely explain our tradition of bobbing for apples today. Um, but that's just a thought. It's not, set in stone that that's what happened. But it would make sense. In the year 609 AD, All Martyrs' Day was established. In 1000 AD, November 2nd was made All Souls' Day by the Catholic Church. It is believed they did this to replace the Celtic Festival of the Dead with a church-sanctioned holiday. So people that believe Halloween has anything to do with Satan, you're wrong. Satan ain't got shit to do with it. Let's see. All Souls' Day was celebrated a lot like Samhain. It was also known as All Hallows or All Hallowmas, which eventually led to All Hallows Eve, and later, say it with me, everybody, Halloween. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm excited. Get to bust out my countdown tomorrow, start 99 days, and I count down all the way down. Now we're getting into when Halloween came to America. In the 19th century, America started to celebrate autumn festivities. It started slowly with play parties, where public events would be held to celebrate the harvest. They would share stories of the dead, tell each other's fortunes, dance, and sing. In the second half of the 19th century, loads of immigrants were coming over to America. Along with them came their traditions of Halloween. Americans started to borrow from their traditions by dressing in costumes, going house to house to ask for food and money. This eventually turned into the trick-or-treat tradition that we know and love today. It's dying and it makes me sad. In the late 1800s, America began to mold Halloween into what we know it as today, with parties being a big part of that. By the 1920s and 30s, Halloween became a community-centered holiday to include parades and town parties. Everybody was celebrating with everybody. By the 1950s, Halloween was mainly directed at children. The parties were moved in the classroom, in your own homes. It wasn't all centered on the entire community. It was more be with who you want to be with. And they started celebrating them in the classroom. And yeah, this is also when trick or treating began being all about the candy. Take your kids trick or treating, house to house, knock, 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 trick or treat, grab you some candy, go on to the next. Americans today spend about $6 billion annually on Halloween. It is the second largest commercial holiday, second to Christmas. Now, my thoughts on all of that I just said are I probably spend about, this year's gonna be bad. This year I'm probably gonna spend too much on Halloween. And I usually spend too much on Halloween, but this year's gonna be real bad. Um, Halloween. Why do I love Halloween so much? Let me tell you. I like all things spooky, all things that go bump in the night, all things jack-o'-lanterny. I just love everything about it. The traditions we have today, the, carving the pumpkin, um, the decorating outside. If I had a yard, ooh, I would have all the inflatables. I would have all kinds of things hanging from a tree. It would be glorious. I enjoy decorating the inside of my house for Halloween. This year I'm going for a jack-o'-lantern theme in the living room and a Night Before Christmas theme in the dining room. My 3-year-old niece is absolutely obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. We got that sign right there of Jack and Sally for her birthday party. She's obsessed like her. She loves it. So that is very appreciated by me that I rubbed some of that off on her. Um, But yeah, I'm going for a Night Before Christmas theme and jack-o'-lantern theme. She doesn't like any of the spookies, so I don't want her to get scared. I want her to be able to have a good time, but still give my Halloween heart some happiness. So we're still decorating, folks. I'll probably put out my fall decorations tomorrow. I usually just decorate the little mantle area. I call it a mantle. It's not a mantle, but the little area where I have my daughter. Um, so I'll probably decorate that. If you guys want to see decorate with me videos, comment down below. I will also have a link in the description of where I got all my information. I got it all off the same website. So you guys can go take a look at that. There's more to it, but I just kind of condensed it, wrote it in my own words. I didn't want to, just be reading the whole thing to you guys. Um, but Halloween, you gotta love it. You gotta love dressing up as things you've been planning on dressing up as. For me this year, I really want to go as Snow White. I haven't done a cutesy wootsy costume in a really long time, and I've wanted to go as Snow White for years, so I'm hoping I'll be able to this year. Last year, I went as Regan from The Exorcist, and that turned out so freaking cool. I was so happy with it. I've gone as Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands, Sally, um, Paul from American Psycho, Tiffany from The Bride of Chucky. I've gone as all kinds of things. Harley Quinn, Batman. I go all out, and usually I have more than one costume every year. Went as a priest at work last year. That was funny. Um, all kinds of things. What are you guys going as for Halloween this year? I know it's a little early, but anything going on in your little minds? My niece wants to go as Wednesday 1 minute. She wants to go as Sally the next minute. She wants to go as Megan the doll the next minute. The girl is constantly changing her mind. My son, I don't think even knows what he's going as, but he's gone as a plethora of things. Sam from Trick or Treat, Jeffrey Dahmer. I know, controversy, but he did. But technically, he was only a convict. But my son is blonde and wears glasses, so we just went with it. My daughter has gone as all kinds of things: Princess Fiona, Princess Tiana, Cinderella, Mavis from those Hotel Transylvania movies, the devil, a witch, Tigger was her very first Halloween costume. My son went as a monkey with a banana on his head for his first Halloween. It's a big deal in my house. It always has been, it always will be. It makes me sad that not a lot of people are wanting to celebrate it. COVID kind of killed it, and it hasn't fully made a comeback yet. Gotta bring it back, guys. We gotta bring back my day. We gotta make it big and spectacular like it used to be. We have a party every year so the kids can trick or treat around my mom's house because, my siblings and I aren't comfortable with trick or treating just yet. My son is too old for trick or treating. He's going to be 14. I personally don't believe that anyone is too old to trick or treat, but he feels he's too old, so he doesn't do it. But he'll dress up. We'll have a party so we can show off our costumes. I'm also working at an elementary school this year, so I'll be able to dress up at the school. I'll be able to dress up at Spirit. I'll be able to see costumes everywhere. That's the best part of Halloween, guys, is costumes. Oh, I love seeing little kids all dressed up in their favorite characters, whether it's spooky or TV or movies or anything. It's just so cute. I can't help it. Anyway, I digressed. I went on a whole tangent on why I love Halloween. It is the greatest day of the year. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. If you disagree, what are your thoughts? Let me know. I want to know. If you disagree with me, cool. We're all entitled to our own appealings. I put together feelings and opinions. Appealings. So that's what we're going to say, guys. We're all entitled to our own appealings. And makes sense if you really think about it. But anyway, we're all entitled to our own appealings. And I want to know how you guys feel. I want to know what you guys are going as for Halloween. I want to know what your favorite horror movie is. I want to know what your traditions are for Halloween. What do you guys generally do for Halloween every year? I'm a curious cat, like I mentioned before. I hope you guys liked this video. I enjoyed recording it for you guys. My schedule is going to be hit and miss because I'll be working so much, but I'm still going to try to get a video out for you guys every Wednesday and Saturday or Sunday, depending. So yeah, I just wanted to get this out for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.